Today, we're diving into one of the oldest ideas in trading, support and resistance. But we're going to look at it in a completely new way. We're talking about levels that don't just sit there on a chart. Nope, they move, they adapt, and they literally breathe right along with the market's price action. So let's get into it. So let me just ask you this right out of the gate. Are your trading levels stuck in the past? I mean, are you still drawing those static, horizontal lines on your charts and then wondering why the market seems to just blow right past them? Hey, if that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone, and we're about to dig into exactly why that happens.
And that really brings us to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? It's this fundamental mismatch between drawing static, unchanging lines on charts that are trying to describe markets that are anything but static. It's kind of like trying to map a raging river using a single photograph. It just doesn't work.
Now, look, we all know the basic definition, right? Support and resistance, they're these key price levels, these battlegrounds between the buyers and the sellers where the market sort of finds a temporary balance. It's like the bedrock of technical analysis. But that's really just scratching the surface.
This slide really just nails the whole problem. On the left, you've got the old way of thinking. Rigid lines, fixed prices, all based on what happened in the past. But on the right, you've got the reality of today's markets. We're talking about adaptive zones that literally breathe with the price in real time. You can see why the old way just can't keep up.
So this leads us to a much more powerful way of looking at the market. We have to start thinking about levels that don't just exist as a line on a chart. We need to think about levels that, well, that breathe.
And this is the whole idea in a nutshell. Modern markets aren't some mechanical clockwork machine. They're way more organic. They have a rhythm, an ebb and flow. They adapt. And that means our tools for trying to understand them have to be just as adaptive. So, the big question is, how do we do that? How do we actually map these breathing levels? Well, you can't use an old map for a new world, right? It requires a completely different set of tools. Let's take a look at what's in a modern trader's dynamic toolkit. Inside this toolkit, we've got 4 real heavy hitters that help us see the market in this new light. We've got the classic moving averages, the super visual EMA ribbon, the almost magical Fibonacci retracements, and the really powerful bull market support band. Okay, let's start with a classic, moving averages. But don't think of them as just simple trend lines. They're more like dynamic barometers of market sentiment. In a healthy uptrend, you'll often see the price pull back, test a key moving average, find support, and then bounce. They act like a moving floor or a moving ceiling for the price.
Next up, we've got the EMA ribbon, which kind of builds on that same idea. And this is a beautiful tool because it's just so visual. It takes a bunch of moving averages and plots them all together. When they're all spread apart and running parallel, that's a huge sign of a powerful, healthy trend. But when they start to twist and get all tangled up, yeah, that's your warning sign that the trend is losing steam.
And then we have Fibonacci retracements. Now, this number, 38.2%, along with 50 and 61.8%, they represent these natural points of correction. So why do they work? Well, a huge part of it is because so many traders are watching them that they actually become self-fulfilling. The market anticipates a reaction at these levels, and that anticipation creates the pause or the bounce.
Finally, there's the bull market support band. Now, this is a more modern indicator, and it provides a very clear line in the sand. As long as the price is trading above this band, the big picture trend is considered bullish. The moment it breaks below, well, that's a major warning sign that a much deeper correction could be coming.
Okay, so using these tools one by one is powerful stuff. But the real future, the real magic, is in integration. So let's take a look at how advanced platforms are doing this, and we'll use a system called TradeGlass to really show you what I mean. So here's the key idea. Instead of you having to stare at 4 different indicators on your screen and try to piece it all together in your head, what if a platform could do all that heavy lifting for you by combining all that data automatically? So how does this actually work under the hood? Well, it's usually a 3-step process. First, the platform pulls in data from all those different indicators we talked about. Second, and this is the secret sauce, it uses algorithms to weigh these different zones based on how statistically important they are. And finally, it displays it all as one single adaptive market map, right there on your chart. And what you get, the end result, is this living market map. You're not looking at symbol lines anymore. You're looking at zones of support and resistance that actually expand and contract in real time based on what the market is doing. It's a complete game changer. So what's the bottom line for you, the trader?
It's pretty simple. This whole approach leads to way more informed decisions because you have a much clearer picture of the market structure. It lets you find more precise entries, and maybe most importantly, it helps you manage your risk way more effectively because you know where the truly important levels are. All right, let's bring all this together. When we stop looking at static lines and we start seeing these dynamic zones, we're actually doing something much more profound. We're learning to read the market's very heartbeat. You know, there's a quote from our source material that I think just perfectly captures this entire idea. It says, "Dynamic support and resistance represent the market's heartbeat. They change, adapt, yet retain memory of the past." That's it, right there. It's this incredible combination of adapting to new information while still holding the memory of past battles. That's what makes it all so powerful. So let me leave you with one final thought. The next time you pull up a chart, ask yourself this question. Are you just watching the price tick up and down, or are you actually reading its underlying structure? Because making that shift, well, that's the difference between just reacting to the market and truly understanding it.